Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to another Quran moment, Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 25, first part 5 of 7, Rivers in Paradise. Just a quick recap, we've covered in the ayah up to now. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وبشر الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات أن لهم جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار. We covered the first part of the ayah, وَبَشِّرِ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ. Give glad tidings to those who believe and do good deeds. And the first glad tiding is that they have gardens. أَنَّ لَهُمْ جَنَّاتٍ. The second glad tiding is تَجْرِي مِن تَحْتِهَا الْأَنْهَارِ. Under these gardens there flow rivers. So today we're going to talk about these rivers in part 5. So, first question is, what is the singular of the word anhar? Anhar is actually plural, and that's why it's translated as rivers. The singular in Arabic is nahrun or naharun, but they say it's more eloquent to say it with the fatha on the ha, naharun. How many types of rivers are there in paradise? Well, there's an ayah in Surah Muhammad, verse number 15, which gives us the answer, and as you can see from the color coding, I've color coded them as yellow, green, turquoise and light green. So that's basically 4. Let's read the ayah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم مثل الجنة التي وعد المتقون فيها أنهار من ماء غير آسن وأنهار من لبن لم يتغير طعمه وأنهار من خمر لذة للشاربين وأنهار من عسل مصفى ولهم فيها من كل الثمرات ومغفرة من ربهم كمن هو خالد في النار وسقوا ماء حميما فقطع أمعاءهم. مثل الجنة, the example of paradise. التي وعد المتقين, which has been promised for the muttaqeen, the people who are pious, who obey Allah by doing what He said and staying away from what He doesn't like, i.e. the haram. فيها أنهار, in it are the rivers. من ماء غير آسن, with water, ma, غير, which doesn't, آسن, go off, doesn't become putrid, doesn't become bad. Its taste, its color is always pure. وأنهار, and rivers, من لبن, which are of milk. لم يتغير طعمه, its taste does not change. وأنهار من خمر, and rivers of wine. لذة, which are tasty. للشاربين, to the people who drink them. They are tasty and they do not cause a person to become drunk. وأنهار, and rivers من عسل مصفى, من عسل مصفى, عسل, honey, مصفى, pure honey. To give an example, here are 2 bottles of honey. The bottle on the right is عسل مصفى because it has not converted itself, it has no impurity inside it. We wouldn't call the honey on the left مصفى because it's all crystallized, or if it has any wax or pollutants, it wouldn't be musaffa. And then the ayah continues, it says وَلَهُمْ فِيهَا مِن كُلِّ الثَّمَرَاتِ, and in it are every type of fruit, and on top of that وَمَغْفِرَةٌ مِّن رَبِّهِمْ, and forgiveness from their Lord. And the contrast is drawn in the ayah. كَمَنْ هُوَ خَالِدٌ فِي النَّارِ, is such a person who has all these bounties like the person who is living forever in the fire. وَسُقُوا مَاءً حَمِيمًا, and instead of being given water to drink from these 4 types, or given drink from these 4 types of rivers, they are given to drink ma'an, a water which is hamiman, very hot, and the result of that hot water, فَقَطَّعَ أَمْعَاءَهُمْ, it cuts their intestines. May Allah protect us from being the latter type of people, and may Allah make us, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us enjoy these 4 rivers of paradise. Note there's a connection between the fruits and the rivers, and I want you to think about that. What is the connection between rivers and the fruits? when we'll deal with that in the next topic, insha'Allah. So, if you look at the translation, it says تجري من تحتها الأنهار. It doesn't say تجري الأنهار. That would have been sufficient grammatically. The rivers flow. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also adds من تحتها, from below it. And what are the rivers of paradise flowing beneath? So if we look at this, some of the ulama explained that the ha, this damir, if we look at here, تحتها, taht means under, and ha, this bit here, ha means her. They flow below her. Who is the her? Is it Jannah? Is it paradise? They flow under paradise, or on the surface of paradise, or are they flowing under the ha, referring to the trees? So some ulama point out that this means beneath the trees of paradise. But others, there is another second opinion which says that the rivers of paradise flow on the surface of paradise, on the tahat of paradise, actually on the ground, and there are no canals in paradise. This opinion is attributed to Ibn Abbas, and there are weak hadith supporting this understanding. So remember, the most important thing, when something's described about paradise, we may sometimes find it difficult to understand how that is possible. And the reason we try and understand something, our brain is designed to try and understand things. And our brain can only understand things based on its experience. And our experience is of this world. So that's why when we are told about things in Jannah, in the Akhirah, our ability to understand or comprehend it fully is limited. And we will only really understand it when we actually arrive there. And the reason we believe it is because it has been told to us by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. We trust in Allah and the Prophet of Allah 100%. Alhamdulillah. This is Islam. So, what actually flows? It says, Tajri al-anha, the rivers flow. So the ulama just point as a kind of linguistic point. Is it the entire river that flows? Or is it the water in the river that flows? And of course, we all understand it's the water in the river that flows. And they call this balagha. Okay? This is a stylistic thing in Arabic. So there's an equivalent in English. Imagine you've gone on a holiday to Indonesia to visit another Muslim country, and you went there and you saw the people, and you came back and people said, how was it? How did you find Indonesia? And you said, Indonesia won my heart. What does that mean? Does it mean that the country Indonesia, its trees and its land and its earth won your heart? Or does it mean that the good manners of the people you found in Indonesia won your heart? Of course, it means that the people and their behavior with you was enchanting and it captured your heart. So that's, we use Indonesia, a place, but what we mean are the people inside. Like this in the Quran, this is called balagha, and it's a stylistic way of speaking that the river itself, the entire river is not flowing, but it is the water inside it which flows, which is what we also say in English. When we say the river flows, we mean the water in the river flows. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to increase us in our stepwise journey through the Quran, and make us from those people who are blessed to drink from these different types of rivers in Jannah. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.